Heavenly Delusion wasn't on my original watch list because I'd heard rumors it was going to be released on Disney Plus, and I've heard their distribution of anime can be poor. But then news broke that they were going to be releasing it with proper timing, like any other anime, and I already paid for the service for my parents, so I decided, why not check it out? Heavenly Delusion is a post-apocalyptic dystopian story that takes place in a version of Japan that's clearly gone through some shit. There's a big walled-off dome where children are raised by robots and a handful of adults. And then there's the massive, destroyed outside world that's full of broken buildings, broken people, and horrific creatures who definitely look like they're up to no good. Our main characters are a teen boy named Maru and a teen girl named Kiruko, who is traveling with him as his bodyguard. The two seem decently competent, with Maru having martial arts skills and Kuroko having access to a battery-operated gun that can fire out a laser beam. I think the show has done a good job thus far at making sure the two can stand on their own 2 feet, while also allowing us to see cracks of vulnerability that hint at the cost of having grown up in this environment. They talk about their ages, and for Kuroko, it's a guessing game, where she's not actually sure. She makes some food for them, and adds weeds that she finds outside of a house. But those are so bitter that they destroy the meal. Maru doesn't get off any easier. We learn that he has trouble sleeping, and see some early glimpses that he may be growing more attached to Kuroko than he'd like to admit. When she tells a woman they meet that Maru is a client to her, and nothing more, when the woman mistakes them as boyfriend and girlfriend, Kiruko cannot understand why he pulls his bedding away from hers when they go to sleep that night. There's some weird stuff going on inside the walls, too. I've seen mild hints of children there who have certain highlighted abilities. One girl predicts that there's going to be a test without it being announced, and then later is a catalyst for a boy asking the adults in the dome whether there is something beyond the walls. The story opened with a little girl giving a tomato to a boy who was lying in bed. I wonder if he was something seen in passing, or whether there will be more to him. We also see a boy who wants to play sports, who then leaps out of a building and starts running across the grass. Was this merely some impressive choreography, or is it trying to show some advanced strength? Of course, the real questions I have about the dome, or heaven, are, will our outside protagonists actually be happy if they find it? And if that's true, why is the question showing up on the test for the kids inside the dome, asking them if they'd like to go out? The way that appeared was kinda glitchy, making me wonder if it was the adults who put it there, or if something else is going on. The fact that I'm coming out of episode 1 with so many questions is a good thing, though. Heavenly Delusion has interesting world building, a solid foundation on a pair of characters, and enough mystery to make me want to find out what will happen next. If you haven't watched episode 1 of Heavenly Delusion yet, you can find it on Disney Plus.